Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tyler, and welcome back to Scorpio Oxman channel. Today, I want to start off by saying that today in Primal Astrology, the Primal Astrology Zodiac system, today, September 26th of 2024, so today is day of the Snail in the Primal Astrology Zodiac. So again, as I've mentioned a lot before, there are 144 different spirit animals in the Primal Astrology, the snail being one of them. And one celebrity, one very, very famous somebody is spirit of the snail, meaning that he was born on Day of the Snail. That is Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood. And of course, no introduction needed for him, of course. But yeah, his birthday, May 31st, 1930, San Francisco, California, as it states. And that was Day of the Snail in Primal Astrology. Therefore, Clint Eastwood is spirit of the snail. Okay. So that's how it goes, of course. And today is Day of the Snail. So that's why I'm showing and explaining this video, of course. And we're going to read about the characteristics and spirit and about the spirit of the snail. And we're going to see that if they do resonate or seem to with Clint Eastwood. I could tell you now, I think they do. I believe they do. There's another famous somebody as well in the world of sports. So if you're into the world of sports, you would be familiar with John Daly. John Daly he's a legendary golfer. Okay, he's up there just like Tiger Woods is. As a Tiger Woods, is hugely famous in the world of sports. So if you're into sports, particularly, whether it be football, baseball, basketball, hockey, and golf in particular, if you're especially familiar with golf, you would definitely know John Daly, of course, and he's somebody he's more famous in the world of sports, not in Hollywood really, whereas Clint Eastwood is famous in Hollywood, among Hollywood history. So so Clint Eastwood and John Daly, they are the same spirit animal in the Primal Astrology because John Daly, born April 28, 1966 in Arkansas, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure of that. He too, John Daly, he too is spirit of the snail, just like Clint Eastwood. And I'm going to show you John Daly right here. And yeah. John Daly, the golfer. Yeah, there he is right there. And yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's him right there. Yeah. The winner, the golf legend, John Daly. Yeah. So again, yeah, if you're into the world of sports, you would definitely know him. Yeah, know who he is. And so okay, so I'm gonna actually show you the proof and the evidence of why they are both Clint Eastwood and John Daly are spirit of the snail in Primal Astrology. Okay, so we're gonna get right to it. So yeah, so again, here's Clint Eastwood, May 31st, 1930, San Francisco. Now, let me show you. We'll go to Master Side first. Oh, and I'll show you John Daly, the proof of his date of birth as well. Uh, It'll show up here. There it is right there. April 28, 1966. Oh, and he's California native, born in California. But I do know he grew up in Arkansas, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, but in either event, there it is right there, his date of birth. And yeah, so now I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you that both of them are born on day of the snake in Vietnamese astrology because the spirit of the snail is the cancer is the combination of cancer, the sign of cancer, the crab. That's the fourth sign of the Western zodiac. And so the crab, it's the combination of the crab, cancer, and the snake. The combination of those two, they make spirit of the snail. Okay, so let's put in Clint Eastwood first here. 1930, May 31st. And okay. And to the right will be John Daly, the golfer. 1966, April 28th. You're going to see that both of them are born day of the snake. And there you have it. So there it is, Clint Eastwood on the left here. As you can see, the day he's born is day of the snake, the metal snake to be specific. But it's still the energy of the snake in the Vietnamese astrology or Chinese astrology. And here's John Daly. He too is day of the snake, specifically the fire snake. Yeah. So there you have it. So they're both day of the snake. Now I'm going to show you that both of them are a Cancer moon. They were born with a Cancer moon in the true sidereal zodiac. Okay. So we go to masteringthezodiac.com and we'll show you. Okay, so we'll do Clint Eastwood first. Okay. 1930. San Francisco. And he is May 31st. And his time of day, what was his time of day again? Let me just check on that. Rising sign, Mr. Charts. 5:35 p.m. Okay, so Clint Eastwood was born at 5:35 p.m. Military time, that's 17. Yes, so 5:35 p.m. is Clint Eastwood's time of day that he's born. Now you're going to see here, so there you have it. So Clint Eastwood, May 31st, 1930, 5:35 p.m., San Francisco, California. There is his moon, Cancer. So you see his moon that I'm pointing out with the cursor. As you can see, his moon is in the sign of Cancer. So his moon is Cancer, and his day sign in Vietnamese astrology is the snake. The Cancer snake is spirit of the snail. So that's how it goes. So day on a day that has a Cancer moon, and it's also day of the snake in Chinese astrology or Vietnamese astrology, that is day of the snail in primal astrology. So that's how it goes. Now we're going to see John Daly here. Carmichael, California. And he's April 28th. And yeah, I'll see if I could find his time of day. I don't know that they know it. Let's see here. Uh, okay, I think this time of day is unknown. Actually, oh, they do have it. Great. Uh, it says 1:30 a.m. So John Daly's is 1:30 a.m. Okay, let me, yeah, 1:30 a.m. Okay. Yeah, so it's saying 1:30 a.m. That is his birth time. Okay, so we'll just say that. Okay, right. Carmichael, California. Okay, yep. So there he is right there. Yeah. So John Daly, April 28, 1966, Carmichael, California. And as you can see, his moon is Cancer, just like a Clint Eastwood. So there you have it. So his moon also Cancer, and also Day of the Snake in Vietnamese astrology. Okay, so there you have it. So, and as I mentioned, the combination of both Cancer and Snake is spirit of the snail. Okay, so we're going to go to Primal combination. Primal Astrology by combination. So here is primalastrology.com. And okay, so and I'll show you the proof here that a Cancer plus, so there it is, the combination of the sign of Cancer and the sign of the snake is spirit of the snail. And there it is right there. Yeah. Okay, so there it is. Yeah. So let's read about the characteristics of those who are the spirit of the snail in primal astrology. Okay, here it is, the snail. So Clint Eastwood and John Daly. So let's see if this is reminiscent, if this is like them, what it says. So usually being called a snail means that you are slow moving. But if your primal zodiac sign happens to be the snail, it means much more than that. Members of this sign are deep thinkers and are extremely devoted to those they love. So they are extremely devoted. So Clint Eastwood and John Daly, I think that says a lot. They're very family oriented people, Clint Eastwood and John Daly. So that says a lot right there. Extremely devoted to those they love. So that I think that says a lot. They are very difficult people to predict. They tend to be moody and spend a lot of time alone pondering the mysteries of life. The intuitive sense of this sign are strong, and some snails may find they even have a sixth sense or psychic ability. That's interesting. Yeah. So you could imagine that Dirty Harry would have a psychic ability for being good at crime fighting. So just yeah, that could be an idea for sure. One of Clint Eastwood's characters that he played in his some of his famous movies, of course. While they may ask you many questions about your life, snails don't like to reveal a lot about themselves. Interesting. Ironically, they can see through the facades of others. Oh, that definitely sounds like Clint Eastwood. So they can see through the facades of others. So that definitely sounds like Clint Eastwood in his characters that he plays in his movies. Just like the movie he did, Gran Torino. His character in that was definitely like this. They can see through the facades of, yeah. So that you know, he's definitely like what he plays in his movies. The characters he plays in his movies, I think he's like in real life as well, no question. And so, yet they still put up a facade of, they could put up a facade of their own. Deep down, they are insecure and worried that others won't accept them for who they really are. Snails may seem cool and reserved on the outside, but inside they are very sensitive and highly emotional. They feel things on a deeper level than most other signs, but they never let it show. Members of the sign will need to learn how to let others help them if they are going to grow both emotionally and spiritually. Now, let's scroll down and see what it says for careers and goals. And let's see if we could find something about, you know, maybe being a famous movie star or a famous golfer. We probably won't find them, but we'll see what it says. This is a sign that is good with money. Okay, that's good. They're good at making money. So that could be one hint there. Snails have a knack or a gift for sensing trends, which helps greatly in careers involving monetary investments. But in reality, the snail is too cautious for that kind of work. Okay. Members of the sign like stability and security in their careers and do their best work when they feel comfortable and safe. That does make things a bit broad, but really it means that snails should be careful not to dream too big, because usually where they end up wanting to be is in the security of a familiar place. I mean, how many other animals carry their home with them wherever they go? There you go. Yeah, that says a lot. Yeah. So, and there are many things a smart and capable snail can do. Smart and capable. Yeah. So it just depends on where they are in their lives. People born under this sign tend to change jobs often, which is in contrast to their nature. They will search for the perfect situation, even though they hate starting things over. Once a snail finds their place, though, they will be satisfied and shouldn't be afraid of taking a reasonable amount of time to explore. Members of this sign like to be helpful, but authoritative. So careers such as a dietitian, nutritionist, or psychologist work well for them. Another possibility is a career as a private investigator. Okay, here you go, guys. Dirty Harry, he's similar to this. So yeah. So a lot of characters that Clint Eastwood played in his movies was similar to this, a private investigator or like a detective. Dirty Harry in a lot of his movies was like that, like a cop, or a police officer or a detective in general. So that this makes a lot of sense right here. So this is a great fit for helping others while using their intuition. So there you have it. So, okay, guys. Well, thanks again for watching today on Spirit of the Snail. And again, so today, September 26, 2024, today was Day of the Snail in Primal Astrology. So those who are born on this day, they will be Spirit of the Snail. Two famous people who were born Day of the Snail: Clint Eastwood, the Hollywood legend, and John Daly, the famous golfer in the world of sports. So, okay, guys, there you have it. And I'll leave this link below for you to read more about the spirit of the snail, who is Clint Eastwood and John Daly. So, okay, guys. So thanks again for watching. And once again, I'll let you know, keep sending me your questions at scorpiooxman@gmail.com. That's scorpiooxman@gmail.com. I answer your questions for free. So drop me a line. So thanks again, guys. Until next time, all the best and God bless. Take care.